My name is Sham. I'm Aprameya's dad. Every time I come here, I feel more and more certain that I did the right choice. Honestly, right? See, for example, 3 year, 4 year kids are performing on the stage. How many of us did? I know I spoke for the first time in front of a crowd when I was 12 or 13. I remember the incident. I stood in front of the class and I couldn't speak. I had prepared for it. 2 days I had prepared. I couldn't speak, right? That was my first, that was at the age of 12, right? But these kids, these kids have started speaking, presenting, performing. Many of the things that you did, like for example, what you said, right? Like you had them do that skit and you included it in the video and you sent because you didn't want them to do this, rather do something related to the mission. I'm really happy to note that at this young age they're feeling so connected to the mission and various activities that you did leading up to this, right? It all pieces together, like getting the grandparents here, right? Getting them to speak, talking about how there were no plastic at that time, talking about how their lives were when they were growing up, how things are now. When kids hear this, all of these, is like, as you said, peeling the layers of the onion, right? Like they are learning a lot. Speaking about the missions, right? First, I went to the CSP and the MCV. They did a great job. They spoke about how life is different, but is it better? Right? You have the convenience. You have a building. You have lifts. You can order vegetables online. Yes, all true. Is that better? They even asked the question, and I was surprised. Most of you were there. Said, if we have a field, how many of you with crops? How many would like to come and play? Most of you said yes. It's a different fact that we are selling off our agricultural lands and coming here, but we still feel that we would like to go back, right? So that's a thing. Speaking about TRUI, that was the next thing that we went to. Yes, they could connect. They spoke about. I mean, I didn't know many things which I picked up from them. Speaking about how they spoke about micro plastics. Whenever you break, you are releasing microplastics. So on. Um, they at an young age, and I have started observing that in Aprameya also at home. Right? He, like yesterday, he picked up a piece of plastic which was lying around and say, "Papa, why is it here?" Right? I mean, nice. It's not about just what they speak here, but it is transforming in their day-to-day life, and I've started to observe that. uh, so many things, like in the school also they had collected the plastic, so that helps. Every bit they're getting that idea. They ask the question that would also make them think. It's not just what you, I mean, it's not that you wait for everyone to come together. You do your bit, someone else does their bit, everyone does their bit, and it adds up to something. They're getting that thing in their mind, which is amazing. And then ended with the SMP. uh, Amazing that, not only is it leading to them being healthy, but they're thinking. See, nowadays this fad has happened, calorie counting. We are only thinking about calories, we are not thinking about potassium. All the things that we miss out, we focus on one aspect of just losing weight or thing, but there are so many nutrients that we end up uh, compromising on, which they are understanding. And one last, but just to add to what Shilpi said, right? They're getting that idea that whenever we try to find something which is convenient, like the plastic, is it a feasible thing in the long run? That's a thought. If they start having that at this young age, I mean, we these are going to be our leaders soon, and amazing that they've started thinking along. Is it a sustainable? Is it a feasible solution? What we do, and not just for the convenience. As I said, to conclude, like what I started by saying, I'm happy that he's part of this environment. He's exposed to so many things, which I'm sure will make him a great individual. Thank you for all that you guys have been doing.